What's that? Better check that shadow there. These are troubling times, but I should not waste my precious time over nothing.
Old glyphs do. What are they afraid of?
All right. I know someone is there. Uh-oh.
He's like dead.
I better get some help.
Old buildings settle, make noises. That is... is a fact.
Why do my reports fall on deaf ears? How far will the Hammerites go, or the pagans for that matter, before the Council takes proper notice?
Are we not here to learn? Yet, if I suggest something, the only reply is that it's not...
Huh?
That sound reminds of...
Who's making all the noise?
Not sure, but it would be prudent to look.
What's this all about, anyway?
Why don't you show yourself?
Hey,
All right? I know someone is there.
shh. Is it gone? Can you hear?
Come out, you! Why do these things always happen to us scribes?
2 questions. Where did the noise come from, and what made it?
Perhaps my eyes are tired. I've read many pages today. Saw something?
Heard something, but what? But I should not waste my precious time over nothing. So many distractions lately.
Should I tell them about the problem I had with the Trilogen glyph? No, they'll just think it was my error. They'll never believe me. Not allowed in the scribarium. Since when? I mean, if a scribe isn't allowed in the scribarium, then who is?
I told them the volumes were missing. So why did...
If I hear one more whispered conversation, I'm going to scream. I mean, really, is everything a secret around here? There.
Was that what I
just see?
noise?
Hey!
Where was I?
Would you just come out already? Huh?
Orland's tunnel was right where I was told it would be. I haven't been in the Keeper compound since my trial. It's a sprawling complex right in the heart of the city, hidden by glyphs. Orland has the compound on alert, so they'll be armed and ready for intruders. Me, that is. So much for working together. I know I didn't kill Katika, but someone did, and my money's on Orland. He fixed the trial and sent the assassins after me, and the fallen clock tower points right to his office. Brethren and betrayer suddenly makes sense. But suspicions aren't enough, so tonight I'll do some snooping. And if a little Keeper wealth ends up in my pockets, all the better. Orland's place is on the top floor. No surprise, he's always liked looking down on people. Artemis has a room near the dormitories. I should search there, too. And I'd better check the scene of Katika's murder. One last thing. The Keeper Council meets tonight. If I can stay awake, I might learn something.
Bloodshed in the compound. It has been centuries, has it not?
278 years, Keeper Vorik. I read my histories. Though, of course, there have been the unexplained disappearances.
The Council must respond to this, quickly and decisively. Come, let us take our places. And when the vote comes, I trust you will step forward with me to be counted. We will need every vote in favor we can muster. Attendance in the Council is lacking.
Wonder what they have left to decide. Maybe I can persuade a few keepers to vote my way.
Never got to finish my memoirs.
Fellow Keepers, many of us are called elsewhere this night, but for those that remain, I now bring this council to order. The question we consider first is whether access to Katika's chambers shall...
Hello. Who is it?
He's there. Dead. These times are truly terrible. Clearly someone is here. But where? Come out. Things will go better for you if you do.
Fellow Keepers, many of us are called elsewhere this night, but for those that remain, I now bring this council to order. The question we consider first is whether access to Katika's chambers shall be prescribed. Shall we remove a guard from the Grand Hall and set him to guard the scene of Interpreter Katika's murder?
A guard will hardly stop Garrett. and will only cause trouble for our own work.
The violence in the city is growing. We need not add to it by arming our own against each other.
Well spoken, all. Weigh all that you have heard and all that you know in consideration. Remember, a majority vote is needed to take action. If your vote is to be yes, you must step forward and be counted. If your vote is to be no, remain unseen in your alcove. And the question before us is, do you wish to have Catacus chambers guarded? Keepers, make your decisions known now. The decision of the Council is no. The guard shall remain at his in the Grand Hall. The second issue at hand concerns some books in the Elder Libraries which may shed light on the unwritten times. A proposal has been made to bring these precious volumes upstairs to the Hall of Scribes for further study, and where, under many watchful eyes, we might ensure the safety of these valuable chronicles. It is no secret that there have been disappearances. So, shall these books be moved to the Hall of Scribes?
The only reasonable vote is for the safety of these precious books. They must be moved.
The books are fragile and will not stand the move or harsh treatment. They've been safe up until now. They should remain where they are.
Thank you for all your words. Weigh all that you have heard and all that you know in consideration. And the question before us is, should the books in the Elder's Library be brought to the more populated scribe room for study? The decision of the Council is no. The volumes in question shall remain in the Elder's Library and for study at some later time. If there is no further business, we shall adjourn. Greetings, Elder.
The glyphs again. We must talk later.
I think I hear something. I really must be going.
Slain. And more will fall before this is over.
Some sort of sound, I'm sure.
Perhaps I'll be safe here. Perhaps. What a nightmare. How much can one lowly scribe take?
Where was it the sound came from?
You cannot hide from a keeper. Not for long, anyway.
He has killed once already. We must see to it that it doesn't happen again.
The disturbance didn't just happen. Someone caused it. Do you agree?
Perhaps I'll be safe.
It is folly to believe you can hide from me.
What a nightmare. How much can one
The disturbance.
I really must be going.
I think the noise I heard was. What? Where?
I shall solve the mystery of the noise.
Look over there. See.
We
if you
should
can
be back
find
to work.
anything.
This was a useless distraction. It happened again.
What happened?
2 of the scribes. They had to be given the afternoon off to convalesce.
The glyphs, you mean? What were they scribing?
Nothing of great import. Cephalon and the aphorisms.
The aphorisms? Those are hardly even worth practicing penmanship on. There is more at work here than I supposed.
Who is the master? The scribe who writes the glyph? Or the glyph who seeks a scriber?
Do not speak so. I am master over the glyphs I use. Surely.
Balanced response to the situation. He had so little control. It is.
Who is that? Who is there? Who has spilled this man's blood? She is dead.
Why are you not about your work?
Is Artemis in his room? He asked if he might borrow the letters of the Diocen, but I missed him at the evening meal.
No, Artemis left nearly before dawn, with no word of his return plans.
No word? Orland might find that curious. You've heard the rumors of the Rogue Keepers, a splinter group, or even groups.
Orland would only find it curious if someone were to tell him. And don't you think that there have been more than enough accused already?
Yes, well, if you do see Artemis, tell him that I cannot find the letters. Another must have borrowed them.
Huh? Is someone there? It remains. Whatever I saw, it is gone now.